If you're a junior or senior in high school, or a parent or grandparent of one, or even if you're looking to get a degree yourself, regardless of your age, the information in this video will help save you a ton of money and time. We get a lot of calls from people who are disgruntled with the whole college degree concept. It's very frustrating to invest a lot of money and time in college to hopefully complete a degree and then land up with that piece of paper, like half the population, just to get offers of $12 to $15 per hour jobs, which hardly pay for the $600 or more of monthly student loan payments that you have if you finish. Of course, it's well documented that having a college degree pays off over the long term. But we believe you should do it smart, and here's some tips to consider to minimize the pain later on that you need to do now. First off, if you're not sure what to major in, don't waste your money on random elective classes that can be done in alternative ways to significantly reduce what you'll end up owing. If you're still in high school, do whatever you can do to take advanced placement classes, otherwise known as AP classes, that will reduce your costs later on. During your summer break, take some CLEP tests and other similar tests that reduce your course load later on, as well as your future expenses. This advice also applies to adults that have taken time off in order to work for a while or have never completed that college degree that was once started. In addition, through Excelsior College, a statutory college established by the Regents of the University of the State of New York, and through SUNY Empire State College, you can transfer in experiential learning and have that converted into college credit to use towards your college degree. I've personally reviewed hundreds of learning portfolios over the years when working as an adjunct professor where assessors, real estate agents, brokers, real estate appraisers, insurance representatives, and even home inspectors could convert their classroom time from earning a state license into college credit, thus reducing significantly the time it takes to get a 4-year degree by 25 to 40% or more. For example, a real estate program of 75 hours would typically grant you 4 undergraduate level credits, and the 45-hour broker course in New York State, for example, would give you 3 upper-level undergraduate college credits. It's also important to check with the admissions representative at the college that you're considering enrolling at and tell them that you've got X number of CLEP tests and other alternative college level learning accomplished so they can let you know what fits into the specific degree program that you're considering. I don't recommend telling them that you're thinking about doing the alternative options, as they'll be less inclined to help you work it out and fit it into their various options. Remember, they're losing money every time you do coursework outside that college. And alternatively, you might think about getting an associate's degree in general or liberal studies, where you typically have the most flexibility in transferring in credits. You can always pick a major later on when you transfer to a bachelor's degree. And keep in mind that a lot of 4-year degree schools have agreements with community colleges to accept specific associate level graduates based on articulation agreements. So no matter what you do, if you get close to finishing a degree, please finish it. I have friends that have literally been a semester short of finishing and never did. They regret it decades later. Always get information in writing if you're quoted details about alternative credit options like we just mentioned, so you don't run into problems later on. Another thing you may want to consider in order to make your subsequent resume and transcript pop would be to check into what Ivy League schools offer management, business, or other short-term training certificates in your area. For example, Cornell University out of Ithaca, New York, they offer programs throughout New York State that award college-level credit and will really make your resume stand out from the crowd. In addition, it'll give you great opportunities to network in ways that traditional college classrooms won't. The ability to work with experienced executives and earn an additional credential such as a certificate in business or management can make a world of difference when an employer reviews your resume and compares it to the hundreds of applicants where everyone else just went to the typical run-of-the-mill regional schools. At the end of this video, I'll include more resources for you to consider to reduce your overall college degree cost. I also encourage you to do whatever you can do to get real-world experience by doing an internship at a real business or place of employment that will give you a letter of recommendation. For example, we offer a certificate program in property management, and we're the only school in New York State to provide an internship for students to work at a property management firm so they can apply classroom training to the real world. At the conclusion, they receive a letter of reference identifying what specific job duties they had and what activities they participated in. The old adage is, how do you get the job with no experience if you need the experience to get the job? So off-campus internships are your best shot. It's been recently well documented that employers find that 18 to 30-year-old employees lack good communication and critical thinking skills. Whatever you can do to show that you have these skills will put you at a major advantage. Make sure that letters of reference highlight these abilities, and future employers will scoop you up. And finally, before we conclude, another pet peeve that many recruiters notice as a bad trend is the continuous job hopping as evidenced on so many resumes. I've seen thousands of resumes over the years, and more often than not, you'll see applicants only on the job for 3 to 5 months. Multiple times. This shows no stability whatsoever. Most professional jobs require a good 2 to 3 weeks or more to train someone, and for them to just jump ship and move on to the next employer is just a horrible waste of company resources. I completely skip over those resumes where it's evident that the person jumps from job to job. So try to stick it out for a good year or more. Otherwise, you'll be waiting much longer for your next good opportunity. Here's some additional resources to review so you can save a lot of money, keep your student loan payments as low as possible, and finish your degree more quickly.